Hello everybody, I'm Smithel with the O3 Drop Podcast. We are coming to you with another episode of This Is Why I Drop. I put a post out on Twitter to basically see who do we want to play as this week. The winner was Olympia, so I'm bringing back my Trash Olympia deck. We're going to go ahead and bring some gameplay to you. This one here first is -IO. Generally with Trash Olympia, we want to kind of fat stack our deck, so we just kind of play everything here. The -IO, hopefully they kind of run themselves out of deck before it's too much of a problem, but Trash Olympia does struggle whenever we go more than kind of 2 chain links wide. So opening hand here, 3 blues, one of which is Shunt with a command to conquer as well. So let's see. So we got a Felling Swing. I could Felling Swing into another into an Axe, but let's just pitch to try to maintain as much hand size as I can and put that Shunt away. Obviously, wasting a CNC right now is not preferable. So yeah, if I take this Shunt, I arsenal it, then I can either hold on to it until I get a tunic counter, or just pitch away a CNC or something like that next turn. Okay, so they are double blocking. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I have here, just because either way it's going to be, a full blocker covering 4. So we're going to go ahead and Shunt arsenal that Shunt, picking up another one, and I hold them to complete out the hand. I can always pitch the blue to double Shunt if needed here. But I don't know if that's the right call. So banishing a T-Bone, coming in with a zipper hit with a red boom grenade on the back end. So I definitely want to block this out. So having the 2 Shunts isn't a bad thing here. They do only have 1 card in hand, so they're not going too wide to threaten it, which is great. So I could Shunt the zipper hit, and then Shunt whatever they come in with, but it's probably best just to use the bolters here and the Hold'em. Now I still have the Shunt for whatever this is. Okay, Spark of Genius, the second card being played. Let me see, they're probably gonna get a Teklo Core or something like that. Yep, there's a Teklo Core. So Teklo Core, boom grenade, still on board. Okay, so I have a CNC. I could just CNC. Is that the right call here? It gets rid of 2 cards in hand for me, let me draw up more options. I could just, let's do it this way. That gives me 2 Shunts to cover whatever the boom grenade's going to be and whatever they come in for. I think that's probably the right call. So let's threaten some card out of hand or their crown. If they want to get rid of that. Either way, it's going to be a 5-card hand, but I'd rather get rid of that armor early if possible. We'll see how that kind of goes. So they're declaring no blocks, letting it hit, taking 6 points of damage, leaving me with a sink below. That all you got. Blue Hold'em and a blue Steel Blade Shunt. And then obviously the Shunt is still an arsenal. So it will be nice that at the end of next turn I will have a tunic counter that I could utilize for it. They play the BIOS update, so it's going to be coming in big. Having double Shunts and sink below is certainly nice. It would be great if they fire off the pistol so I can that all you got and get a card draw as well, but I'm certainly not banking on it. Okay, Pulse Wave Harpoon here, coming in for 7. Let's show them the sink below. Now the question is what do I block with here? I think, is it just the Hold'em and a sink below after, since they already know that I have it? Yeah, I think that's the call here. Let's go ahead and do that. So full cover in the 7. Let's sync out the other Shunt just because I don't want to pay for it. Sigil is not something I want to draw into with a red boom grenade available. That certainly sucks, but I could Shunt pitch for it, but I would have much rather just had a 3 block or something along those lines. That's not great. That's definitely not great. Symbiosis Shot, 2 counters, playing Achilles, Accelerator, so they're getting an action point there. They have 2, now pitching away for the heart. Okay, interesting. So Teklo Pounder, Spark of Genius again. Yeah, they aren't capitalizing on this boom grenade as much as they can. They kind of had, it looks like, wonky hands. That's very weird. Got a lot of card advantage on them, which is nice too. Okay, backup protocol red coming out. Let's see, and they're just ending it. Okay, so they got lots of items on board. I could just pitch this all away. That gives me a sigil for late game if I need to get value off of it and gain some life back. That all you got would have been nice to hold on to, but I'd rather just swing axe and keep threatening as much life as I can, trying to make them in a position where they either need to block if they have an offhand, or it gives me a chance to do something. I have a feeling we'd be blocking a lot late game and just trying to ride out cards. You know what, being up, if I draw 4 more, 63, being up 11 cards on them really right now is pretty good. Interesting that they're crowning here. That is a very interesting choice. I mean, they just must have something in Arsenal. They don't want to get stuck there. So I'm curious about that. Very, very curious about that. Okay, passing that away. Let's put that all you got up first so I can see that first. If I would get the second cycle, I doubt I will. Okay, so I do have a Tunic trigger available, Oasis in hand, Felling Swing to swing, Lightning Strike and a sink below. I doubt the E-Strike's going to be able to be played. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of sinking and shunting and Oasis, personally. So let's see. Backup Protocol Red, 4 counters now on the Symbiosis shot. Pulse Wave Harpoon being banished, you know. So I'm getting a little bit lucky here with what's going on there. Sierra to 60 coming out, going to be boosting it, I imagine. Yep, here's the boost. High Octane being pitched away, covering 6 needed. Let's do bracers. Let's cover 2 there, and then let's use the Tunic resource, and let's shunt it. I mean, you're going to lose value anyway on the Symbiosis shot. I'd rather cover a full 4 than have to miss out on 2 points of value by just using it there. Sure, I'm giving them 1 point of damage, so it's not really 2 points of value, it's 1, but I want to be as efficient as I can because they could potentially go wide. Okay, so just 1 damage blue data link. It would allow them to op if they hit, which I really don't care about, I guess. Let's just pass, take the 1. I mean, they can look and see what's on top of their deck pretty much at any time, so I really don't care if they know what it is. Okay, passing that out. Okay. The link is closed. Now coming in with a twin drive, so they're going to double boost here. Boost. Give me another one, and boost again. Oh, maybe not. Just a single boost. Interesting. Okay. So they don't have what they need there. Do I just do 3 and that's it? Or do I give them home? No, let's do that. That's it. So just 3 blocks here. We'll take 2. Still leaves me with tons of block value here. Pulse Wave Harpoon coming in as well. I have to show everything, so here you go. Here's the hand. Playing that out. They're going to put the Felling Swing on as its only really choice. There we go. And now, I take the 1. I can't swing axe, which is kind of sad. But you know what? I don't mind having these 2 cards left. It's still giving me 8 points of value on block. It's better than drawing into a whole bunch of 3 blocks. So I'm okay with kind of everything that I'm seeing here. Okay, backup Protocol Blue. Got about 20 cards on them or so right now, so that's still pretty good. They're burning through this deck. I've only taken 4 points of damage. They're a third of the way through the deck about. I'm going to pass here. Let's Arsenal the Oasis, just because it does cost 1. So if I get stuck with it in hand, it kind of sucks, but everything else I can block with. Not going to be able to swing next turn, so this looks like a full block turn. Maybe I'll pick up a blue if I sink something, but certainly can't guarantee it by any means. So let's see what we got. Okay, 5 card hand on the dash. Zipper hit coming in, so the Pounder's going to get the buff for 2, so 6, yeah. Okay, so 6 points of damage. If I just throw the Helm here and then sink, that full covers, gives me a chance to get a blue, so I could at least swing X later. Nope, another Iron Song response, so definitely not going to be swinging, I think, next turn. So I think the best case scenario here is honestly being able to utilize the Oasis. But if I throw 3 in front of this now, take 2, that's not terrible. I'm still up 4 points of life. Outpace. Come on. There we go. 4. We'll take 1 more. What else I got? They got 1 more action point. Something's coming. Something's coming. Ooh, oh, that beep was. I apologize. If you picked that up on the mic. Anyway. I kind of wish they would have done more, because that way I would have been able to block something. But, get down to a point under them. Let's see here. How to find all in hand, Oasis in hand. So I have 2 chances to gain back life. One of which certainly I can't block with, do anything on. So that's definitely going to be used for X by pitching the heart. So, ideally we get on to 29 this turn at worst. Because then at least I'd be able to stay even with them. Heist coming in. Okay. Heist hits put an item with cost 0/1 from any banished entity of the arena under control. Yeah, I'd prefer not to let him recur items by any means, so I don't want this to hit. Let's put everything in front of it. Yeah, I want this deck to be gone as fast as possible, and I don't want him to have any tools to continue to play with. So let's get these heists fully covered. Let's see what they're coming in with now. It looks like they're thinking a little bit. Still thinking. Well, we have some time. I mean, guys, check out the podcast if you haven't. The O3 Dropcast. New episodes release every Friday right now. We also have things like, Budget Busted. There's good Katsu deck tech right now going through there. We have an interview coming out, or it's probably already out by the time you heard this, with a ProQuest Victor deck that was played. Lots of good stuff on the channel. And then obviously, too, if you're watching this, let me know what hero you want me to try, next time we do one of these series next week. I don't care if I'm familiar with the hero, never played them or anything. Certainly just getting the chance to get out there is, good for me. So I get that experience and make those mistakes for you. Okay, another Tekla Pounder coming out. And let's just pass this away. So I'm not going to be able to do everything I want to make. I guess I could spend Tunic to stroke, which isn't terrible at the end. But I think I'd pitch it away like this. I'd rather just not have it and have something in hand later than just waste a card. I want a full grasp. I mean, I have enough D-reacts, enough things like that it would give me opportunity. So Max Velocity coming out, I'm okay with that. Let's get those out of the decks as fast as possible. There goes his Lightning Shield, popping 2 of those, so they full cover this. Let's put the heart back on top so I have health gain late game if I need it, if we do make it to second cycle, which is highly unlikely, but I'd still rather have it. Sharpen Steel is kind of a great opener here, too, for the deck. So I can kind of Sharpen Steel and then swing Axe. I think that's kind of the goal. High Octane. This is going to be a little bit of a rough turn. I don't know if I'll be able to do the full Sharpen Steel swing for 7 at the end of it. This may be kind of blocking out. Bias Update as well being played. Oh, okay. Zipper hit for 10. So, I could fully cover, but then I got nothing on the back end. So, this is interesting. This is probably a mistake. Do I 36, and then do I just shun to cover? I think maybe. No, I think I'd rather take the. I guess this is probably bad value. So basically, I'm taking 6? I'm taking 4 there, then 2 more here, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm taking 6. Gonna threaten 7 back, so at least the value is a little bit better on my side. This isn't. No, let me do that. Okay, to say it's not great. I probably should have threatened back to 7. Now I've double wasted value, but that's why I'm making these mistakes here. So 2 more here, but what's nice is, okay, that turned out better than I thought. So I wasn't paying that much attention, and I thought about the symbiosis shot, so that wasn't a mistake. I'm gonna say that was well planned, even though it was a mistake on my part. Being able to fully stop the symbiosis shot, both attacks of it, is great, since it does say prevent the next 4 damage from a source. The first one I prevented 2 of that symbiosis shot, and I prevented the next 2 following it. So, yeah, basically they just took a steam counter off for nothing. They would have been better just to leave that steam counter on, honestly. Here we go, another heist situation. Let's block this out, I think. So if I do 3 here, past this, I then have a tunic counter up. I could tunic shunt this away, so a 2-card block 7 with the tunic. Still leaving 9 in hand to block out. Or arsenaling. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more coming from that. Okay. They must have a real weird hand. Okay, so let's great access coming in for 4. They're probably not gonna block it, so I won't be able to do the Iron Song is my guess. But that'd be the arsenal, yeah. So let's arsenal that out. I think let's go. Okay, they're playing a Teklo core at instant. No, I don't want to give it go again. I have nothing to do. So 4 damage there. Let's add this to the arsenal. That way at least I can play whenever they do block. Hopefully it would be soon, though. That way I can shuffle something out quick. But it may be a while. I mean, if they're blocking too heavy, I don't think they're going to be able to put the damage in on me that they want. So we'll have to see how that kind of plays out. Okay, let's see. Convection amplifier, that kind of sucks. That means something's going to come in with dominate that's real big that I don't like. High octane, here we go. Here comes another big turn for them. T-bone. Big old T-bone play. Coming in for 3 with an equipment. I will give you 3 from hand, and then let's just... I gotta give the equipment, so let's just give you bolters. I don't care. Put another counter on that. I'm not doing anything with them. That'll be my counter absorber all day. Okay. Pass that out. Foundry heart, so looking for some resources. Let's see, another heist. Okay. I can definitely cover it, and I'm going to want to. That should be the 3rd heist, right? Is that the last one? I'll have to check later, I think. I don't have a resource, so this kind of sucks. Let's give bracers and then pass, and then we're going to oasis it. Stop that heist. Bam. Let's pitch that away. So there's a full cover, so you're not getting a free thing, but he does get some shots with the symbiosis shot here. I mean, let's just stop 2 of it, because either way I'm going to be taking 6 if I didn't, and only threatening back 4, so I'd rather just stop at eat 4. Because again, I think I'm going to be playing pretty defensive heavily. I have 32 cards up now on him. That threatening damage I don't think is going to be what wins me the game. They're just not going to block. So I'd rather keep my life intact and do what I can when I can. Time on life, 26 is still worrisome. Even with 16 cards, Dash.io could make 26 happen. Here comes a backup protocol again. We're playing that out. Convection amplifier still on the field. Let's see what they're doing. Come on. Okay, Twin Drive is the card that they selected. Okay. And so basically I pass my turn. Unmovable isn't great. I could shunt pitch out. I mean, I could shunt an unmovable block if needed, but that's only 2. So this is a 6 block here. The shunt would full cover it. But having the resource later for shunt next turn isn't bad, but I think the shunt's the call. Especially being defensive. I'd rather just full block things when I can. The unmovable kind of sucks, though. I'd prefer for it to be literally any other blue. Twin Drive coming in as well. We knew that, though. That's what they picked up. So it's 5 here. Do I block 3 and then just pitch the unmovable? Yeah, let's do that. Let's block 3, eat 2, then pitch the unmovable just to get it to the bottom of the deck. You know, it's not going to be like it's going to get into Arsenal anytime. Ooh, 10 kind of sucks. Okay, 14. So that's a little bit what I was afraid of, but that's the second max velocity because they did block with 1. So threatening 4, they're probably not going to block here. So I doubt I'm going to get that Iron Song. Oh, they blocked. Great. Oh, they double blocked. I will happily get rid of 2 tomes. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know if I fully understand their block strategy here if they're doing it, but sure. Go ahead. You're down to 10 cards. If you want to sacrifice things and do all that, go for it, I guess. 4 cards, 0 to 60 coming up right now. There was the edge ahead. Let's see. Okay, and a dissolving show. So, okay, so they're getting a little defensive. They're going to be picking 4 more back up at the end of this turn. I could block out this 2, I think, pretty easy, no problem. I mean, I could try to hold it for an overpower, but I don't think they're blocking anymore at this time. I don't like either of these cards, honestly, going to Arsenal, but, I may be able to make something happen. Let's see. Oh, I'm hitting pass. Things are going weird. And my guess is that there's probably been something finicky. Let's try that refresh with... let's try to refresh that screen. Any luck? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they're just thinking. Maybe they're trying to figure something else out. They don't have an action point. Do they have something at instant speed it wants to trigger? Yeah, they're waiting on something here. They're most definitely waiting on something. 13 life left, 24. Do I try it? I don't think I tried again. I mean, I think they know, but maybe we'll give it one more go. Yeah, it's definitely not me. I mean, if this, it can't be. It can't be. They have to be sitting. Did they just rage quit? I mean, they may have rage quit. Let's ask. Are they here? Oh, there we go. They're there. Okay, cool. Okay, so I do have Decimator coming in. Let's pitch that overpower. It's going to be tough to afford to pay for it. At least edge ahead. If worse comes to worse, I could Tunic resource it out to clear up my arsenal again. Let's see what's in the not banish. Let's look in here. Graveyard, 1 boom grenade, 2 boom grenades. So there's still 1 standing in these 9 cards. Between 5 in card deck, 4 in their hand, 9 card, nothing in arsenal. It has to be red left, right? Convection amplifier. So basically, eventually something's going to be dominated, and red boom grenade is probably the ideal situation they have there. So, I mean, that's kind of dangerous. I mean, that's 4, that's 9 life. If I cover 3, if it's something with 6, it puts me down to 3. I mean, yeah, this is a rough spot. I mean, they're going to let that hit. Let's pass it out. No, I'm not going to do bolters. I need some good D-reacts. I need things that ideally could keep me safe. Okay, 4 cards. Let's see what you're doing here. Warmongers and Golden Blade. Hold them and overpower. Another convection amplifier. Oh, they're popping it. Okay, for a second they were playing it. Okay. Hyper Scrapper. Additional cost, banish X items from your graveyard. Uh-oh. Pitch this over the cost of 5. Resolving the play of Hyper Scrapper, sorry. Is that 5? So is it going to get plus 5? No, it'd be plus 2? I don't know a lot about mech. When this attack gets plus X, if 3 or more hyper drivers are banished this way, it gains 6 and go again. So he's pitched 3, 4, 5. So it's coming in for 7 at most. How many items does he have in graveyard? I guess that's the question. Yeah, 7. Okay, so he's banishing 5. Okay. Okay, so I could block 3 here. That eats 4. There's no go again on it. 4 is not bad, I guess. He has a zipper hit, twin drive, data link, and then 5 other cards in deck. Ideally, I'd get some sort of life back. Ideally, I'd need to find some way to kind of generate a little bit of life. Now, what's nice is I do have an overpower. I do have this, but let's get this out of my arsenal. I think that's going to be the call that we want to make. I don't want a ton of that. I'd rather have a D-react or something in there if needed. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. Let's see. Okay, wager for edge ahead. No, so just come in for 5. So they'd be stupid to block, right? Why are they blocking so? Like, I mean, I could just give it a little boost. I mean, I don't really need to, but I'll just take any damage I can get, I guess, at this point. I'm never going to get another chance to play that overpower. Okay, Shatter doesn't do anything for me. Oasis does. I could Oasis and Shunt by pitching the Shatter and Fate Foreseen, so I could 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. I got 13 coverage available. Wouldn't be able to swing back, but I think that's okay. Now, they are going to have 5 potential turns when they run out of card just to kind of keep pinging me away with Symbiosis Shot. So let's do this. What do I want to swing with, I guess, is the question. So I could Shunt and Fate Foreseen. I get Shunt and Shatter. The Oasis is nice because it gives me a life, but can I afford it? Decisions. I think Shatter guaranteed. Let's do the Shunt, because I wouldn't be able to pay for the Shunt and the Oasis, likely, easily, even if I get a Tunic counter. But having just Oasis means I could, at worst, pitch a Fate Foreseen, gain the life back. Let's see. Okay, can't give a go. Oh, I could give a go up again, but it doesn't matter because I can't do anything with it. Let's pass this out, and let's put the Shunt back on top. Let's put the Oasis in arsenal. Okay, cool. So if he just shoots, I got it. That all you got. That's nice. That'll get me back. The unmovable kind of sucks again, but at least I could pitch it for the Oasis if I really, really need to, I guess. Certainly not the most ideal situation, but, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures, right? Because I don't have enough to pay for the unmovable, really, and do anything else. A boom grenade banished. That's kind of nice to see there. There's still one on the chain, though, so I still need to survive this turn. The question's going to be, can I? I apologize, too, if your dog's barking in the background. My dog's going nuts. There's somebody walking down the street. Oh, Lord. Okay, so there's the boom grenade. It's still out. I mean, I don't know what the call is, to be honest. Let's see. So card reveal is zipper hit. Here comes the zipper hit. Okay, so it's only coming in for 5, but the boom grenade on the back end would be lethal if I did nothing here. So if I Tunic, block that, that's a full 5, kills the boom grenade, leaves him 3 cards to kill me with and deal 9 damage outside of his Symbiosis Shot. Symbiosis doesn't trigger the boom grenade, so that doesn't scare me as much. So we got a zipper hit now. He can't boost. He has nothing left in deck. So we just got to cover 5 here. 3, we could pitch another. That all you got. There's a full 5 cover. There we go. And now I can swing. Get rid of this unmovable. It's going to be tough to play. Bam, bam. Coming over for 3 cards in hand. No way you block. No way they block. Why? Why are you blocking? You need to threaten. I mean, I guess he can't boost, so. Yeah, I think this should be game. I mean, twin drive, that comes in for 5, right? Can't double boost it, so can't start shooting. 5's an easy cover with this. The question just becomes, do I want to sync with it? Or do I just, I think just sync, eat 1, because there's no boom grenade. That's fine. Let's get rid of that CNC. I could sharpen steel, be fine there. Okay. There's that. Coming in for 7. That's okay. So, 7 blocking 2. So, now they're basically just fully on that plan of just symbiosis shots. So let's just take a little bit of life, gain that back. We'll block with the up the ante. I think that's fine. Then I swing with X. On my turn, they're going to eat it because they have nothing left to do. Yeah, this is game. So swing with X. They're going to eat 4. And then we just say no go again. Let them shoot me once. Block it out. Swing again. Win. So, okay, so that was a pretty good game. Stick with me. We're going to jump into another one here really fast. We'll just throw some salt on the wound there and just say, give me another card. And then, we'll see what's coming up next. We got another game for you here, so stick around. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, though. And we'll see if maybe we can go 2-0 today. So again, that was Trash Olympia versus Dio. We got the win. Good game to the player that we played too. So stick with us. Thanks. Okay, everybody, welcome back to another round of This Is Why I Drop. This time we're playing Trash Olympia here into a Kassai. Again, we just like fat decking this kind of thing. I bet you it's probably going to be that aggro Kassai that DM Armada came in with. I do run 2 instances of Shatter. If I get a chance to crush those boots, I'm certainly going to go ahead and take it. So running 74 cards, full fat deck. Let's try to get rid of some things here early. So let's do... this is interesting. I'm almost tempted just to do... I really want that Shunt in Arsenal, but I guess I'm not going to be able to get it. So I think the best case is just going to be this, pitching this, and then let's go ahead and do X, pitching this, and this. I think that's probably the best call. Threatening at least a little bit of damage early. It would have been nice to have a blue there, just so I would have been able to keep that Shunt around. This doesn't really matter. It's not going to get through. I want that Shunt to come back as soon as possible, and then we'll stroke and everything on top of that. So we got an Emboldened Blade. They are playing a lot more, so they're definitely playing a little bit more of a mid-gamey kind of thing. I do need to keep the... Well, that kind of sucks. But we can at least do this to stop that 5-card hand. We could D-react there. And then we'll put that Favor Seed into it. We're going to bottom this because I'd prefer to have a blue coming up soon. I can see what they have, but I won't be able to swing, which kind of sucks. I think the call here is to this, pitching this, and this is wages what, nay. Vigor? Yeah, I don't think I really want to do the Vigor. Doing a wager, no. I don't want to risk giving them anything that they really need to get their job done. I'm just trying to strip as many cards as fast as I can. So throwing another 7 in with Decimator is certainly good. If they block with Grains and any other card from hand, I'm just going to destroy that Grains. Dynamos I can't worry about. Blood in our hands. So that's the second blood in our hands I believe that we get rid of here. It most certainly is. We're going to stop that blood in our hands, and we're going to pass this away. So, okay, cool. So they're playing definitely more defensive, which is going to play well for my part as long as I can control that gold. If I can't control the gold, we're going to have a problem. So ideally here, I'm blocking with this and this, or this and this. This is going to give a buff, which kind of sucks. Let's do this. I don't want them to get free go again. There we go. That's nice. Okay, cool. So now I've been able to do exactly what I want. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, pitching this out. We're going to threaten that Arsenal and take a guaranteed block. I'll now have a Tunic resource available to me to utilize for the Shunt on their turn, should they come in a little high. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, if they're going to sit here and just try to play the swing once, defend, swing once, defend, I'm going to outvalue them pretty significantly. So here we go. We're able to get 2 pieces of their equipment ticked down, as well as a card from hand. That all you got is going to be beneficial here. So let's do this. Let's pass this out. Blade Runner, they're going to pass. I want to draw a card at the end of this, so that helps. And now really I can safely cover 7, draw a card, and still not have to give up my shunt yet. I prefer not to lose value on this being a 5 block, so I'd rather it be something like when they're buffed, like what they're going to be coming in with now, because I think this was a yellow. It was. So here's going to be a full 5. 4. I'm still okay giving up the shunt for that. So what I'm going to do this, pitching this, just to have cards later for deck. There's a 5. They take a damage. I get on my turn. I'm okay with this. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to pitch it this way just to maintain cards in deck. I have a D-React. I don't want to give up the D-React to play. And we're going to have this. Thank you very much. We'll leak it damage. And do I want to give it a go again? I do not. And let's put that back on top because it swings. And now we have a Sink Below and Arsenal to play with. Another shot available, which is great because I have not done anything yet on the first one. So we got the Hot Streak. We're going to pass here. What we're going to do is utilize this Tunic resource right now. We're going to shunt again. So now we have 6/9 block in hand, 4 down below. So covering a total of 13. I'm okay with this here. So let's just block out with a, because that's a card I definitely don't get stuck with an Arsenal. Good. Okay, now I want to see what they have. So they're sitting on, so they're definitely going to be trying to raise an army here as fast as they can. So now I know I 110% have to manage this gold. No. If not, I'm going to be swinging in on a million of these guys. This is the thing that gets me in trouble in this game. So I like the fact that I know that it's there. It's not something that they were going to plan on blocking with or anything like that. Okay, here comes the big hits. It's a 3 block. What I'm going to do, since it already has go again, I don't mind throwing that at it. Raise an army. Okay, cool. So that's going away now. So basically, I just know this turn, I just clear this bad boy. I'm perfectly okay with this. Actually, let's do it this way. And then 5, what we're going to do is we're going to pass here. We're going to shunt, and we're going to pitch a Sharpened Steel for it. They're going to take a point of damage. And on my turn, we're going to clear this Sellsword. So you definitely don't want a board state to get out of control here. So I'm okay just wasting a turn doing that. I don't have a Tunic resource to pay for that, but I do have a Sink Below, which is great. So I could always shunt again on a high to get rid of that. I do have a block here. So basically I'm probably going to want to do shunt paying for this. This gets rid of that in hand to do what I needed to do. Let's see, did they give it go again? They do indeed. 2 points of damage. I don't mind eating it. I don't want to waste too much value in this matchup. I could have probably blocked it, but honestly, I'd kind of rather. Okay, cool. So this is going to be a go again. So this is where I'm glad I did what I did. So let's do Brave Forge, pass here, this, passing this. We're going to put this on the bottom of my deck. And now I got the shunt and I got the value here. So let's do pass here. So I'm giving up a life gain that I could potentially have, but again, I'm trying to kind of wait this out as much as I can. And I'll have a shunt on Tunic resource available to me later. And I'm still threatening 4 damage per turn, which is relatively good. they're going to be getting a lot of value from the dynamos, which I'm okay with, but as long as I'm still chunking them down to the point where they're going to have to start heavily blocking, that's fine. As you can see, they're not putting a lot of effort into blocking now early, which means to me, I'm going to be able to kind of just chip. Only at a 4-card advantage right now. Okay. So they did play an E-strike. They did try to take it back. I don't have enough to swing, so I'd like to probably keep my E-strike. And let's get rid of CNC, because if they come in with swords, I really don't want to give them any free opportunity to go again. Okay. I do have shunt. Great. Okay, so they want to do this resource. We're going to do this. I want this, and we're going to pitch this for it. So I'm going to buff the power. So yeah, so I mean, we're doing pretty good control right now. We do have a pretty good card advantage on them. We're going to draw back up. Iron Song Response is an interesting one for them to get rid of because they do know I'm blocking pretty heavy. Same with Blade Flurry. I'd assume they would have wanted to keep that, but they're losing the go again. So here's our great card. I'd prefer not to block with this in Arsenal if I get a chance. So this is 5. No immediate source to go again. So we're going to do this, pass, and we're going to fade it. I'm okay with that. That's a green. That's fine by me. So I think what I want to do is this. I think I want to save the felling swing for later. Ideally, what they do is they only throw dynamos in it, but they're not going to. So they got to go again instance. They're going to take 2. No, we're going to throw the shatter into Arsenal so we have it available later. We do have a resource available on the tunic. So certainly we could shunt if need be. Okay, they're going to play I. So they're going to late game be stuck with a card that doesn't block. I think we just throw Hold'em in front of it. Go again. You already had it, so they don't really have a good card draw, which is interesting to me. I'm okay with this too because I could tunic resource. Okay, I take 1. That's fine. They didn't do anything this turn to what's it called? To threaten anything major. So this is going to be the call. We're going to do this. Pass here. Tunic. And we're going to make them take a point of damage. Okay, so now their boots are up. I'm hoping all they do is throw boots in front of this, because then we shatter the boots. Yep. We're going to attempt to. This is the thing Kassai's hate to see. Yes, please. Okay, no more boots. So they have now lost that one free resource to keep them alive. 1 free life gain. And this means that really I just have the ability to kind of start slow playing a little bit. So let's throw an overpower into it. I don't think I'm going to have the resources late game to deal a lot with that. Okay, so here comes the go again. So 3, 7. 3, 6, leak 1 here. That's okay. Again, they're not threatening gold. So all it is 1 point of damage. If I'm eating 1 and now they don't have the dynamo ability to kind of deal with, now they're going to have to constantly give me cards from hand if they want to prevent. I'm okay getting rid of bracers too. So now they have no more block there. So I don't have a tunic resource. This kind of sucks. I don't need this anymore. So I'd rather that be for life later. So let's pass on this to sink. Pass. Let's put. Okay, so that wasn't bad. So now I can prevent 4 with the Oasis if I had to. I assume they're going to give it go again. Yep. So this will be a big hit, but they're starting to run out of resources, I think. They're playing a lot of cards. Okay, this kind of sucks, because now they're coming for that gold. Okay. Yeah, they just want to hit hard here. So I can cover 4. I actually don't. I think I just take the 9 here. I'm going to have a tunic resource available to me later. They're going to get the gold. I can't cover it anyway. Let them do what they want to do. Now I'm lower, which is nice. And that if they don't block. Okay, so they're not going to block. They're going to be under, which kind of sucks. But I can arsenal this out. Oh. Well, now they know I have it. So, my bad. Oh well. Let's do this and this. Let it do go again. Oh, okay. I mean, if you're going to give it to me, why not? Yeah. I mean, it's league in value, but you know that I have it. I mean, I lose that 1 point of life. And I got that there. So they're going to fade it. That's fine. I'm going to still leak 2 through. No thanks. Now that's a tough one to get out of Arsenal. That's a real tough one to get out of Arsenal, to be quite honest. Slice and dice sucks. Three. I don't want to leak value there, so I'll gain a life here. I'll let them take their coppers. 2 blood on the hands are gone. Likely not the right call, but likely not the right call. I think I should have just blocked out, being that I had a card lead, but we're going to sigil. And now we're going to sharpen steel. Threaten a big old 7. That's a lot for them to deal with. It's a lot for them to deal with. I do have a 9 card advantage. Right now, I think I just need to get really deep into turtle mode until I can get a tunic resource. Yeah, that's fine. Your bracers don't do anything. Take it on the chin. That's 2, so you're still taking 5. And then we're going to still stop the fate. No, thank you. Okay, this is nice to have. It'll give me a card draw. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to do that. Now, it would be great if they played some sort of action here beforehand. Lead with speed. Okay. Do I just take 1 and shunt it? I think I just take 1 and shunt it and maintain a similar board state, right? Yeah, I think that's the call. Okay, now the fact that they're waiting scares me. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to take 4. Now I need to start watching for these reactions. I am getting a little bit slow. Or close to it, but I mean, I take 4. They do have an agility and a vigor, so they're swinging first for the first time. With 7, now we're Thanks. Now we're in the point where we can start like really threatening their life. We're going to do that all you got again. That'll give me a card draw. Now, ideally, what they're going to do is buff this so I don't get the card draw, and then I shunt it. See, they're thinking. Yep, okay. So I take 2, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So they're coming in for 4, and I most definitely can deal with that. And we're gonna say no blocks on this. Damn. Oh well. But now at least we're still threatening what I call casual lethal. So they can't play D-Reacts. We know we're going to get cards from hand. They have no arsenal, which kind of sucks. I mean, we can't benefit that. But at least we're going to grab 1 card from hand here. They do play that. We got the Sigil, so we got some life. We're actually covering very, very well here. I can Fate, see what's kind of coming in. The fact that they're cashing in that gold is good to me too. That means that they do not have another raise an army or something available, and they are fishing for an answer. So they have one. They drew a card. So this has free sword swings. We're going to fade it. Not the best call. Yeah, I'm okay with that being on the top. And a 5. I think I do this. I think I do this. Pass. I want to sink that because now I have a shunt available to me, or I could just straight come over. So I do this, and then overpower 4, 8. So if they only block with so it's death. If they don't have a D-React, it's dead. Hey, there's the game. So yeah, I mean, it got there. We probably made a lot of misplays, took a little bit of damage that we shouldn't have, trying to get greedy threat and some damage. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad with how that played out. Kassai is normally a pretty good matchup for Trash Olympia because it's only really going two chain links wide every turn. It's the ones that go past that he really, really struggles with. Like any kind of ninja, Phi, anything like that. Dromai was a real problem when she was around. Prism's real tough. But I think it's just 1 or 2 chain links. Normally you can cover it pretty well. So I'm not too upset with that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching some Trash Olympia. Would love to hear your comments. If you guys play Olympia, what he's like for you. And let me know what you thought. Again, you can tune into the podcast, the O3 Dropcast. We release every Friday. We also have Budget to Busted, where our latest deck is Katsu, where we show you how to build a Katsu deck for cheap on a budget, and then what to do to upgrade it. And we have some other fun things kind of coming your way. So go ahead and check out the other videos on the channel. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Bye.